So hello and welcome to this episode. Great thank you very much to Dave Emsley. Dave's a physio friend of mine based in the UK, and Dave and I really discussed today the importance of really what posture is anatomically and really how posture in many ways control how we move in the goal swing. So certainly from a movement observation, in many ways everything we do is really controlled by how we move around the frames that we have. So there's anatomical posture. So posture in many ways, certainly within golf coaching, is more kind of informally known by how we stand to the ball it's set up. But posture really is every single movement we make in life is really how we kind of move around the frames and postures that we have. So what Dave will really discuss today is more from an anatomical observation, really what can we do to ensure that we stand well, really then embrace those philosophies and employ them so well within our start position, but look at it more precisely from a very anatomical physiotherapist discussion, and then really using those references when at home, at the range, or wherever you may be practicing, really ensure that we stand well from a start position point of view. So Dave, thank you so much as always, and very much look forward to really hearing your thoughts around really the importance of posture at address.
Brilliant. Thanks, Mark. Pleasure to be here. So posture, it's a massive topic. Let's think about posture. Posture is how we are all day, every day. Posture is how we present ourselves, how we feel. There are so many elements to it. I'm going to focus on the specific elements that I will often see when golfers appear to me and they say, I have a problem. So the key factors I normally see around golfers is the upper body position dropping down into this bent position. So there's a compression, there's a tension somewhere around the thorax that's pulling us into this position, or it's going into this position because another area of the body isn't doing its job properly, so the thorax has to cope with that by contorting itself into said position. When we look at that, if you look side on into the mirror and you want to stand up nice and tall, think about a string coming out of your head, going up towards the sky and pulling you upwards. Does that lift you up into this nice upwards position, or do you end up doing what I've just done, which is arching through the back and pulling the shoulder blades backwards? When we're looking for that key element of posture, and particularly into going into setup, what we want to be doing is not pulling the shoulder blades backwards and downwards and going into what you would term a military position. What we want to be doing is filling our lungs with air, taking a really deep breath, hold that position, breathing out, and it's an expansion of the top of the body. It's trying to fill shoulder pads. It's trying to have width and height rather than pulling down and in. So if you can think about width and height for your posture all day, every day, deep breath in, hold that position, breathing out. Think about yourself being strong and proud. If we hold this position through the day, and particularly if we then take that onto the range and into setup, that what we're looking for is the body being open, elevated, decompressed. Have a practice at home on the range. Take the arms up into a Y position. Take a deep breath. Hold that position and then start to go into your setup position and take hold of the club. If we can get this upper body change from a flexed and compressed position to an open and expanded position, the chance of better rotation through the upper segments, the lower segments, head and foot are much greater. So get yourself trying this at home, see how it feels. But that's certainly the element of posture that I would focus on first up with anyone who comes to see me. There are different ways of assessing posture, of sway back postures, frontal plane, sagittal plane. Fundamentally, what we want to do is say, how do we make the body feel better, feel happier? Deep breath, hold that position, let the breath out, and then move away from there.